The next live-action flick in the Transformers universe is gearing up to be one heck of a crossover with G.I. Joe. They dropped a little teaser for it at the end of Rise of the Beasts, hinting at Noah possibly joining their ranks. In this revamped Transformers cinematic universe, G.I. Joe has always been lurking in the shadows, with their secret bases stocked to the brim with military tech. Now, their role isn't just officially confirmed, but it's getting its own darn movie. They're gonna mix and match characters and elements from both universes, cooking up a brand spanking new story that's bound to blow some minds. Expectations are through the roof that this project is going to be a game changer for both franchises, drawing in fans from all corners. The bombshell announcement of this crossover came out of nowhere from Paramount at the latest CinemaCon, sending fans into an absolute frenzy. According to the grapevine, this flick, born out of this epic mashup, is going to be one wild ride, bringing together the best of both worlds and serving it up on a silver screen platter. Taking the reins as executive producer is the legendary Steven Spielberg, a heavyweight in the realm of blockbuster filmmaking whose track record practically screams success. With Spielberg calling the shots, we can anticipate a revitalized Transformers saga that not only grips audiences, but also has the potential to rake in some serious dough. Spielberg's Midas touch has a history of turning ambitious visions into box office gold, and you can bet Paramount is banking on just that. Yet, despite Spielberg's involvement, the director's chair remains conspicuously vacant, even though the concept of the crossover was teased by Stephen Caple Jr., the mastermind behind Rise of the Beasts, in the explosive finale of Transformers 7. Spielberg himself has openly expressed his willingness to helm more Transformers projects, praising his collaboration with Peter Cullen and Anthony Ramos. Joining Spielberg is Michael Bay, returning as a creative consultant, much to the delight of Bayhem aficionados everywhere. Say what you will about Bay, but the man's got experience, and that's going to be invaluable in bringing this highly anticipated crossover to life. As for the writing team, the script is being crafted with the creative genius of James Vanderbilt and Joby Harold. The teaser itself hints at the burgeoning United Hasbro movie universe. G.I. Joe recently got a soft reboot with the release of the Snake Eyes solo flick starring Henry Golding. It's becoming evident to the studio that merging these universes makes more sense than starting from scratch. So, don't be surprised if Golding makes a comeback. Even Andrew Koji, who portrayed Storm Shadow in Snake Eyes, is eager for some action in the upcoming crossover movie currently in development. In an interview with CB, he quipped that he'll take down Megatron because Storm Shadow will take him down. Producer Lorenzo Di Bonaventura hinted at the direction they're heading, stating that the formula remains consistent. He said that, like every other Transformers movie, the ingredients of the movie is humans and robots get together to stop the villain. The Joes are going to be part of the ingredients now. Humans and robots unite to thwart the villain. Now, the Joes are joining the mix. The potential here is obvious, but it seems like the studio executives are missing the mark. The opportunity to guide these franchises in the right direction is enticing. The mashup between G.I. Joe and Transformers isn't just some Hollywood whim, it's deeply rooted in comic and toy lore. The story kicks off with Cobra stumbling upon a Decepticon spaceship on Earth. Driven by their megalomaniacal ambitions, they start juicing up their military might by tinkering with the Decepticons' alien tech, souping up their vehicles and gear into lethal machines that can morph and do some serious damage. With both Transformers and G.I. Joe boasting legions of die-hard fans, the hype for their cinematic rendezvous is off the charts. And with the upcoming movie promising to dig deep into the origins of Energon, it's clear this franchise still has a ton of untapped stories to unravel. But there are questions buzzing around like how they'll reimagine Megatron in this ever-evolving saga. It could add a whole new layer of complexity and drama as the good guys and bad guys from both camps navigate alliances, showdowns, and common threats. Yet pulling off such a crossover is no easy feat. It'll take a crack creative team to balance the distinct vibes and histories of both worlds, making sure neither gets lost in the shuffle. The real challenge lies in crafting a tale that hooks in newcomers while satisfying the hardcore fans' hunger for depth and loyalty to the source material. It's also highly anticipated that the film will directly continue the storyline of Mirage and Noah, hinted at by the post-credit scene in Rise of the Beasts. This approach, focusing on deepening the development of established characters rather than constantly introducing new Autobot-human pairings, promises a more intricate and interconnected storyline, enriching the overall saga. Anthony Ramos, who has expressed a strong desire to further explore his character within the franchise, emphasizes the potential of this narrative narrative strategy. As a devoted fan of the classic Transformers animated series, Ramos brings an authentic passion to his performance. Paramount's swift decision to greenlight the production of the 8th Transformers signals the studio's eagerness to keep expanding the billion-dollar franchise. While specific release dates for the upcoming sequels remain unconfirmed, the projected timeline suggests that Transformers and G.I. Joe may not hit theaters until at least 2025. This timeline underscores Paramount's ambitious plans for an accelerated storyline progression, confirming that more thrilling adventures are on the horizon, particularly with Rise of the Beast kicking off a new trilogy. However, despite these ambitious plans, Rise of the Beast fell short of box office expectations, leading to a noticeable lack of updates regarding the sequel's development since its debut. This period of silence could indicate a strategic pause by the studio to carefully reassess the franchise's direction and ensure that future installments meet audience expectations and fit within the evolving cinematic landscape. The outcomes of this evaluation will likely play a pivotal role in determining the release schedule and development pace of Transformers and G.I. Joe.